In 372 AC, the High Septon declared the restoration of the faith militant. Naturally, he had no authority to do this, but since the king was still excommunicated, he felt no obligation to consult his liege. Jaehaerys, fuming, wished to march on the great sept of Baelor and burn the place to the ground. In 373 AC, at a small council meeting, he was foaming at the mouth, screaming orders to seize the High Septon and throw him to his dragon Neritos. Lord Daemon, the king's brother in hand, knowing that a move against the faith might well mean the end of House Blackfyre, ordered the king arrested once again, proceeding to rule in his stead. The brothers' regency lasted only 6 months. Daemon was deposed and imprisoned by King Jaehaerys later that year. But before the king could feed his brother to his dragon, Daemon curried the favor he had built up with the faith to demand a trial by 7. King Jaehaerys, unpredictable as always, agreed to his brother's proposal, and even joined the fighting himself. At the start of combat, he immediately stormed towards his brother, holding Blackfyre up high, and forced the blade through Daemon's right pauldron, driving it so deep into his brother's shoulder that it reached his heart. Daemon was dead, and the king had become a kinslayer, the most heinous of crimes. Jaehaerys' son and heir, Prince Aerys, had grown up to be an excellent swordsman, with a good mind for military strategy to boot. Brave and strong, but also quick with a hurtful jape and cruel punishment for any perceived slight, the prince was feared and loved in equal measure. After his uncle Daemon's trial of the 7, Aerys, understanding that his kinslayer father would ruin the realm if left on the throne, calmly walked up to the crazed king. The words that were spoken between the two remain unrecorded to this day, but, following the conversation with his son, Jaehaerys spent a few days in uncharacteristically quiet contemplation. The king then emerged and announced that as penance for his crimes against the 7, he would take the black and join the Brothers of the Night's Watch. He flew to the wall on the back of his dragon Neritos, and even took Blackfyre with him, though he decreed that the sword should go to Prince Aerys upon his death. And so Jaehaerys, the mad warrior king, spent his days exploring what lay beyond the wall. The king spoke often of his exploits, claiming he had seen children of the forest, giants riding mammoths, white walkers on the backs of giant ice spiders, a valley of peaceful farmers nestled between snowy mountain caps, a blue crystal palace full of men made of ice, and even, after being absent for many months, giant shrieking lizards, a gigantic fortress made of fused black stone, and a city made entirely of bone. The truth of these wild, unproven claims made by a lunatic king will forever remain a mystery. The reign of King Aerys returned a sense of normalcy to the Iron Throne. He correctly assessed that not the faith, but his powerful second cousin, Lord Paramount Daemon of the Westerlands, the Reach and the Trident, was the most immediate threat to his realm. Shrewdly, the king flattered, threatened and bribed many of Lord Daemon's vassals. He soon presented Lord Daemon with a petition signed by nearly all of them, lamenting the absenteeism of their wise ruler, and requesting Daemon to give the king leave to appoint another steward to his domains in the Westerlands. The implicit threat was obvious to Daemon. All those who had signed the petition would beg the crown if he refused. And so he bowed to his nephew, graciously gifting him the crown of the rock. King Aerys granted the Westerlands to Tywell Rayne, Lord of Castamere, who now joined the Stormlands and the North as a grateful crown loyalist. Sensing weakness, 2 rival claimants proceeded to declare war on Lord Daemon in an attempt to install themselves as Lords of the Reach. One such claimant, Lady Ellery Hewitt, even managed to capture Daemon. The Lord Paramount of Reach and Trident died in her dungeons, and was succeeded by Daemon II Blackfyre, a 10-year-old boy. King Aerys spotted an opportunity to profit from the chaos in Daemon's realm, while simultaneously saving face in the High Septon crisis. The High Septon was much better disposed towards the young prince than he had been towards his father, and was willing to come and listen when his presence was requested at the Red Keep. King Aerys discussed Daemon's succession and requested that the High Septon declare Daemon II's rule illegitimate. The king also made it clear that while he wasn't like his father and had no desire to burn down the Sept of Baelor, he could still make life very difficult for the faith and its soldiers if needs be. The High Septon understood the threat, and also the implicit royal recognition of the faith militant. and soon declared Daemon's rule illegitimate until a council could be called to determine his father's succession. The king, citing the High Septon, ordered the young Daemon II and his regents to come to King's Landing to stand before a great council. When they refused, he raised his levies and ordered his lords paramount to do the same. It was a very opportune time, as Daemon II's levies had not yet recovered from the claimants' wars, and almost the entire realm, including many of Daemon's vassals, joined the popular young king and his young dragon Anagainon. King Aerys chased down Lord Daemon II's army throughout the Riverlands, eventually defeating it at Crab's Shore, where a small but potent dragon burned hundreds in a second field of fire. Once the royal allies laid siege to Highgarden, Daemon II surrendered, and the king granted the reach to Urathon Hightower, while the trident was returned to Lyessa Dragonskill. Daemon was left with a minor lordship in the Reach. The looming threat of the Blackfyres of the Reach was broken. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JJO Gaming, and welcome back to 2023 with the first new episode of the Blackfyre playthrough with, of course, your boy Aerys the Root. Yes, we got quite a few things to talk about before we get started. First of all, as you can see, I have downloaded the bigger interface mod because we were looking at like 1/8 of the screen, like half of the game, and this mod kind of takes advantage of my 1080p resolution. Takes us a little bit more of the screen space, and also the character finder is a bit nicer. Or is it? See, it shows a lot more characters, so I think I prefer this a little bit over the old interface. So that's the first thing we wanted to talk about. Second thing we wanted to talk about, obviously, was Happy New Year to you all. And the third thing, third and fourth really, because I asked you, after the last couple of episodes, I asked you for some suggestions, and boy, did you deliver. I got a ton of suggestions for King Aerys, the Aerys' dragon, the name of King Aerys' dragon. And the one that I went with, as you have heard through the intro probably, is Anagainon. And the reason why I went with it was because of the justification that was written by, I think it was Orphan2A in the chat. Yeah, in the Discord chat. Anagenesi means rebirth in Greek. And with the birth of the second dragon, it means that the dragon species may have a second chance at life. But we had a lot of great runners-up. We had Vulpetus from Carl Ellison. Vulpes is Latin for fox. And then he compares Aerys to Samson in the Bible. And then impetus means impulse, attack, assault. And so that kind of is linked to Aerys' character, who is of course a very strong fighter. So I really liked that one as well. But we had more than that. We had Porphyron, which means which comes from the Greek Porphyrogenetos, born in the purple, which is the title that was given to a couple of Byzantine emperors, and of course we are an emperor, and we were, I believe, also born in the purple. Born in the purple means you are born during the reign, like in the purple room in the palace in Byzantium, which means you're born during the reign of your father, and I think that was the case for us. When was I born? 356 AC. Oh no, just barely not. We're not quite born in the purple, so I will save that dragon name for when we get a dragon who actually is born in the purple. But we had even more good suggestions. I'm gonna give a few more shout outs. We had, of course, Dave, solid name. We had Egros, which is High Valyrian for sword, which I also really liked. We had Death Song, which I also very much liked, although, me being Dutch, it's very difficult for me to pronounce it, because the TH sound is very difficult for me to pronounce. We had Fire Rush, which I really liked. So a ton of good suggestions, and I'm really noticing now that I'm becoming a little bit of a bigger channel with all the amount of suggestions that are coming back in. And that's one, so we named our dragon Anagainon, Rebirth. And then I also asked you guys for suggestions on the branch of House Blackfyre of the Reach, which was the house of Lord Daemon of Westerland's Reach and Trident, the person who we defeated in the last episode, of course, the much too powerful Lord Paramount of 3 kingdoms. And I had a ton of good suggestions about for that house as well. We had Wildfire. We had from Harry FK on YouTube. We had Parvion. Again, Orphan 2A, which is comes from the Greek word for small. And these guys are all dwarfs. So that was a very fitting one, I thought. We had Small Flame, also because they're dwarfs from YouTube commented the Pooper 3000. We had Ember, which I really liked as well. House Ember, because they are obviously sort of a smaller version of House Blackfyre. So we could have called them like Black Ember or something like that. Ginger Biscuit also on YouTube. We had Black Rose, which was probably one of my favorite ones. We had Green Fire. We had House Climb. And then, but I ended up going with something else, but I did take a lot of inspiration from you guys because I thought the suggestions that you guys came up with were very strong. So I was kind of thinking like, okay, we have Rose because of course it's the reach. The symbol is the rose. We have Fire. So isn't there like a flower that is that sort of symbolizes fire? And it turns out there is. It's called the Fire Lily, and the Latin and Greek word is Pyrolerion, which I really liked. So this is sort of the scientific name for the fire lily. I will probably put a picture up here on the screen as well. It's sort of this beautiful, very bright colored orange flower, which kind of looks like flame. And I also made the shield similar symbol. So Pyrolerion is the House of the Reach. I kind of like it. So that's, I think, most of the things that we needed to talk about. Yeah, overall, again, for those of you who are present, thank you for participating in the live stream. I had a lot of fun. Next time we will go from, we spent 2.5 hours going from A to H, and now we have to go from I to, well, hopefully Z in the next live stream. Let's see about that. Okay, I think that's about it. I think we have, I have covered everything I wanted to cover before getting started. So let's get started. Aerys the Root. There's no traditional heir title. I think now that we have stabilized the realm a little bit, I think it's time to look towards the east again. But I think our dragon is not quite strong enough to go on a full dragon conquest, so I guess we have to wait for that a little bit. So let's go. Let's see what happens. Euraton of the Reach has usurped the title High Lordship of Highgarden. Now good. Very nice. Oh yeah, and we took Lord Paramount Kaiko II of Tyrosh as a ward, because I figured, one of you guys I think mentioned it. They were saying, oh, you should maybe appoint more Westerosi people on the thrones of these kingdoms. And I kind of agree with that. So I'm going to try to convert this guy to Faith of 7 and to my culture as well, if we can. High Valyrian. I think that's pretty cool. There's already civil war here in the Westerlands. Oh, it's a de jure war. That's fine. That is fine. I don't know why this guy is even independent. There's also war in the Stormland still. Lord Garce's claim on the Stormland and Lady Brella's claim on the Stormland. We gave it to House Musgood earlier, so I hope they are able to keep it. Because Oliver Musgood was a loyal vassal of ours, although it does seem like there's a lot of war going on here. Lord Garce is winning. Is this Stormland or Army the Stormlands? That doesn't really help me, game. It does seem to be House Musgood, though. Yeah, probably. I don't know if the claimants that are fighting are also Musgoods. Lord Garce. Garce Nightstag. Oh, I noticed him. I think he is a cadet branch of... yeah, so he's the grandson of Stefan the Meek Baratheon, which is pretty cool. He is the son of a bastard son of Stefan Baratheon. So I think if he wins it, I really like this name. We cannot customize the house. No, we have to be his liege. We will customize it once if he wins this claimant war, because he's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, let's go. I have decided that I have offered all I can to you as your lord, and that would be better serve the warrior's sons. Okay, that's fine. Speaking of which, we should maybe move against the faith, because this guy, he excommunicated Daemon, which gave us the opportunity to seize Daemon's land and break his power. But still, I mean, he's way too powerful. I don't know why your shield is not changed. This is not a Lord Paramount shield, I don't think. Oh well. I can participate in the tourney of Bramsford. Yeah, sure. I mean, we're a fighter to the bone, right? should get the duelist trait at some point. Maybe switch to war focus. Yeah. Oh, and we're trying to kill Lady Alena of the Reach. What was that again? Oh, she's adventurer threat, right? Yeah. Yeah, she's trying to attack. She's trying to press her claim on the Reach, so we want to prevent that. So let's see if we can be the guardian for old Daemon here. We can. Should we release him as well? Maybe not. Let's just keep him in house arrest. Is he in house arrest? Probably, right? Yeah, he's in house arrest. So that's fine for him. Warden of the North. We should go to the Lord of the North. Hey, is the Lord of the North dead? Walton II. That's still a Manderly, though. Pretty competent Manderly, even. Might want to make him our Master of Laws, maybe? Right now it's my wife, or my mom. That's also fine, I suppose. Why don't you like me? Religious differences, yeah. Okay, fine. I think we can persuade you a little bit to like us a bit more. Why don't you become our Master of Laws? Yes, you're ready, my horse. We'll place a bet on myself. Why not? Plenty of money, right? Place a bet in treasury. I will make a large bet. Steady. This is like a local tourney. Although I guess the Kingsguard is joining it, so that might be tricky. We're fighting Sir Merton Soul. Let's hit him. Find it, I must say. And we do list. Nice. That was what I was going for. You get that trait quite soon in this game, I feel, in this mod. There's 30 personal combat skills, so now we are nigh unbeatable. 150 personal combat skill. So we should be able to... Oh, this is Oliver Blackfyre. We beat him in a duel, right? Earlier. Pointed the foreigner to the... Ah, fuck off, man. I hate that modifier. We should remove that. Hit. I think we beat him in a duel when we fought Quentin Martell, right? Oliver Blackfyre. That's been declared the winner. Warden of the East, Lord of the Vale. Oh, Lord of the Vale is dead. My cousin Aegor Blackfyre. Vekar the Young. Killed in personal combat a couple of months ago. Did he die in the war? In the war against Daemon then? Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he died in the Stormlands, right? Lord of the Vale, yep. You can be the Warden of the East. Who are we fighting? So Jared Wells. Oh, this is a good guy. We're better, I think. Should be able to beat him. Fine hit. No one can beat me. Give me that money. 140 gold. Nice. We're kind of waiting for our dragon to get to Marshall, to 10 Marshall. Oh, he's still in the Dragon Pit. Oh, we should release him from the Dragon Pit for sure. You have no need to worry. Yeah, don't you worry. Don't you guys worry. Should we move to Dragonstone? Because there is like a modifier here, right? I'm pretty sure there is. No, it's like in the dragon month. Yeah. I don't really know. Dragons located in this province thrive in the heat of the volcano. So we should move there, I think. Have our dragon grow a bit faster. Because we can always move back to King's Landing, I think, because it's a traditional capital. So I think we can move to Dragonstone for a few months. Or a few years. So have our dragon grow up a bit quicker. Because and a guy known as Sword. We should change the house name to Egros. Because that guy was saying that's High Valyrian for sword. I think it's a bit better than the sword. There we go. Egros. And a guy known Egros. Sounds very Greek. Very fake Greek. Warden of the West. By Mount Tyrell, of course. Warden of the South is, of course, Earthorm Hightower. Yes. We have spread all the warden titles again among our loyalists. What are you fighting then? Prince Bernard's claim on the Dornish marches. Okay. Stop it, man. Stop fighting your war. Command to end war. Damn it. Yeah, we cannot really do anything now. That's the problem. It's because we have still low crown authority. There's not really much we can do. Just try to increase that to medium. Should take this song out. This song is a bit much. Most of them are really good, but this one is a bit much. Ooh, okay. We're trying to kill still Elina Pyrolirion. I have to get used to that word a little bit. But if we kill her, that would be nice. I hope we don't get Kinslayer for it, though. Because she has a different house now, but she's still family of mine. So we might get Kinslayer for it. But we are going to destroy them! We don't have any commander traits yet, huh? Inspiring leader. I think that fits him quite well. I think he's a pretty inspiring leader. Follow your gut or mine. Aggressive leader. Inspiring leader, yeah. Let's do it. Oh. Success. Elina Pyrolirion flew over those walls like an ostrich. Unfortunately, like an ostrich. Okay, sure, well, as in ostriches are flightless birds. So she didn't fly. Okay, fair enough. The assassin was caught and my complicity was discovered. Okay, I'm deceitful. I mean, that fits my character quite well. Am I a kinslayer, though? No, I'm not. Okay, that's good. Deceitful and cruel. And still I have only 6 intrigue. That's terrible. I guess because I'm trusting, yeah. That's shit, though. I have two great intrigue traits. I mean, I'm feared and loved. Oh, no, I am a kinslayer, I guess. Oh, no, I'm dishonorable. Dishonorable is not so bad. That deteriorates by itself. If you have a good diplomat, then it will... you have also a chance of it going away every year. My son, Prince Maelys Blackfyre, my son and heir. 5-year-old son and heir. Should we train him in combat or something else? Do we have any decent... Yeah, our Great Council this time is not that great, right? For anything other than like fighting. So I think we will groom him for command. We would do that, I think. Highly, best equipment possible, obviously. We should also, now that we have sufficient prestige, we should try and get a little bit better sword than Dragon's End. Because Dragon's End is only quality 2. Because when we crafted it, we didn't really have enough prestige to go for a full quality 3 one. Let's do that. Let's find another smith and get a better sword. I think that's fair. With plenty of money. We can place a bet on myself. Again, right? That worked quite well last time. Sandor Hill. Hit him. The voices in my head are telling me to do horrible things. Oh dear. I can't defy them. Gains its weight lunatic, loses its weight stress. We're following our dad. We're following our dad in the lunacy. I mean, I guess we are basically Targaryens, right? So, a lot of lunacy in our family. Okay, fine. It's better than stressed, I guess. Do we get? We don't get personal combat skill for it. How do you get rid of lunacy? Many of you guys know that? I mean, lunacy is quite fun, so I'm not too worried about it. But we have another lunatic character. We're basically unbeatable right now. We're 150 personal combat skill. Ah, Mr. Thaddeus, get me that smith. You'll get a great sword out of the deal. A sword of fire. What's this? Order a fire sword. A sword hardened so it can be set alight with wildfire. This weapon will give you plus 5% to command the troops against religious enemies. And plus 0.87 estimated duel skill. That's not a lot. Should we do that? Lunatic? Should we go for a much better... No, let's do it right. That's fire sword to the treasury of King Aerys the Root. Okay. Is that any good? I don't think so. I think it's probably worse than my current sword. Here it is. Oh, no, it's about the same. It seems. Yeah, plus 10 personal combat skill. No, it's even better, actually. Well, I'm open to your guys' suggestions again for the name of this sword. We're obviously gonna wield it, right? Oh, we should name it... Right, because my dad has Blackfyre. So probably that's why we had this sword made, even though we already had a perfectly fine sword. So that's why we had a fire sword made, probably. But should we name it like Whitefire or something like that? We'll do that for now, because we kind of bought it to spite our dad, basically, right? Who was also a lunatic. Or we could call it just Blackfyre again. Red fire, orange fire. Well, let's go with Whitefire for now. If you guys have a better idea, then I'm open to other names. Excellent crafted fire sword made at the behest of King Aerys of the Iron Throne by Tristan. Very good. Ah, okay. So we are fighting another wildling revolt up here in the north, and in the meantime, our buddy Enagainon, Igros, our dragon, 12-year-old dragon, who's now growing up very fast. It seems now that we've put him in the dragon month, let him roam in the dragon month, has laid an egg. So we are gonna crawl on up to the volcano over here on Dragonstone and grab the egg. Let's see. Do we have? We can give it already to. We can give it to Prince Maekar already, I guess. Sure. Here you go. Here you go, my son. As is now Blackfyre tradition, you have young Maekar sleep in his bed with a new dragon egg. If the dragon is hatched, it will be a sign that the child is indeed a true Blackfyre. I mean, he's got the Valyrian hair. That's already better than our dad. Our dad didn't have Valyrian hair. I guess we inherited it from our mom. Here we go. Well, we're going to fight the wildlings over here in White Tree. Are we going to be joined by the Night's Watch? No, I don't think so. So we're outnumbered. Let's see if we can do it without the dragon. We can. Yeah, they're all just a bunch of light infantry, right? They don't have any commanders either. My man, where are you going? Castle Black. Castle Black. We will intercept you there. No, we're not gonna... Stop asking me for money to move against Lord Paramount Durathon. We're not gonna do it, man. He's our loyalist. Keep him there. What's going on here? War against tyranny of Lord Paramount Tyrell of the Westlands. Oh, he's already won it. Okay, fine. Guess he's trying to seize a county or something. Intercept them here in the wall. 32%. These attacks on the wall are kind of are uncouth. Okay, well it fits us very well, I guess. We're a duelist, formidable fighter, dishonorable, cruel, rude, deceitful. We're not a very nice man, are we? I think people have kind of soured on us here. So intercept the Wild Walkers up here. Helena Pyrolirion from the court of Lord Willis of Acorn's Ridge has raised a large army of exiles, mercenaries and hopefuls, declaring her intention to press her claim by force. Alright, so she's going after the Reach again. That is, well, you can try, I guess. This is out of the Daemon's branch, the Pyrolirions. Let's see if they will be able to retake the Reach. I don't really want them to, though. Can we actually end the war? We can. Command to end war. Nope. That makes sense, I guess. I think Durathon should be able to handle that. I hope so, at least. There we go. We murdered the wildlings again. Is our dragon already at 10 strength, though? Not quite. Okay, but he will be soon, I think. And we can go to war. I kind of want to end this episode by going to war in Essos. I think we're going to end the playthrough anyway by conquering a piece of Essos. I feel like I think in the previous playthrough when we played as the Baratheons, so the Young Stag playthrough, the Renly playthrough, we kind of ended when the Narrow Sea was a Baratheon lake, and I think we will do the same here. Diligent for Prince Aenar, my second son. This child could be great. We are still we're lunatic though. Let's hold off on this tourney for now. This will be fun, yes. May the best warlords win. Thaddeus, we're fighting Thaddeus the Fearless himself on this board game. At the beginning of the game, the enemy quickly tries to advance up the hills in the area to get a strategical advantage. Rush forward with a light skirmish force. Thaddeus' troops continue to slowly advance up the hill, pressing on despite the assault of our skirmishers. Advance our main army to take a higher position than their troops. We have the high ground, Thaddeus. We will win, yes. Aenar Blackfyre. Good with numbers? Let's educate him at the court. Although Blackfyre died. What happened? Unfortunately killed in a tourney. Oh well. I guess he was still fighting all those tourneys. He shouldn't have done that, man. He already knew that he was easily beaten in tourneys because we did it. Well, our dad did it. Our dad defeated you in a tourney, man. We don't need to spend a lot of money on him. He's a pretty minor Blackfyre, all things considered. He's Mataris' son. This is the house Mataris. We remember him from being one of the claimants in one of the claimant wars during the reign of Gerald the Eagle. And so his house is quite insignificant because it's a traitor's house. He got Olador just before he got sent to the wall. Where he died at age 38. Is any of that generation still alive? No. Yeah, Rhaelynor, my mom. Age 49. All the other guys are dead, it seems. Yep, okay, Durathon defeated my second cousin, probably. In the war for the claim on the Reach. That's good. Does that mean you won? I guess so, right? Good going, Urathon. You can get rid of my treasonous family there. What's happening here? Why are you suddenly independent? I think the game is breaking a bit. I will pay the interest on behalf of my cousin, Miss Bernard, the Generous. I mean, he didn't want to end this war. We can ask him again, I guess. End your war, dude. Nope. Okay, well then I'm not gonna pay your loan for you. Fools only made things worse. How did you manage that? My interpretation is terrible. Luckily, I have a couple of loyalists, else we would have had a big problem here. How are the factions doing? Oh, that's something I forgot. Is one of you guys asked me to have a look at the religious map mode and the culture map mode and stuff, and at Essos, so we can do that. Let's look at the cultures. Down here in Westeros, not much changed. It seems. It all looks fairly normal. Over here in the east, we have the Cohoric doing quite well, I think. Seems that yeah, they're in general doing quite well. Yeah, I've got something in my throat here. What about the religion? Oh, they're Pentoshi. The Cohoric are ruled by a Pentoshi house, it seems. Okay. What about religious? R'hllor is doing very well, it seems. I don't think it's normal that they have this much of a presence here on the west coast. I think it's like what's this religion? The gods of the Summer Isles. Oh no, the gods of Summer Isles. That's also not right. I don't know exactly if this is normal or not. Gods of Loreth. I mean, I do know that it's not quite normal to have. There's no Moonsingers in Bravos. Bravosi Moonsingers. You have Moonsinger? No. Region R'hllor. It's all R'hllor. R'hllor is doing very well. Great Stallion is doing well. The Harpy is doing well. Up here in the east we don't have much, obviously. Karth is well on its way to forming an empire, it seems. How much do they need? Well, they can already do it. Already form an empire, I think. They've been conquering this island. I think it's the island of Leng. Or is that down here? Oh, that's down here. Doing quite well. What else? How about the Boltons? How are they doing? I think they're still around, right? Let's see. Brandon Woolfield. No, I guess not. Where are the Boltons? There are our boys. Lady Arya the Cruel. Oh, there's no living members of House Bolton. Oh, they've been dead for a long, long time. Look at this. Roose. Roose was slain at age 21 by Lord Elric of Overton in 8276, so that's more than a century ago. Jor was slain, then Arya was dead, was killed, and then this branch of the Blackfyres died out with this woman. So no Boltons left. Okay, that's quite something. So reasonably normally, other than a very strong R'hllor, it seems. Very interesting. Okay, but we are still strongly fated to 7, except for this province, which is apparently R'hllor. I guess this guy is R'hllor. And the old gods are also starting to disappear a little bit. We have a fated to 7 province here in the north in Karstark. I think probably that's because they ruled the north for a while there, and I think probably one of those guys was raised as fated to 7, probably in the Red Keep. Interesting. Oh, he cannot quite open his egg yet. Ah, that's fine. We have all the time in the world. Last, it took me about 6 years as well, Maekar, don't you worry. I have noticed my master at arms, Thaddeus Dunn, is a hard worker. That's Thaddeus the Fearless, yep. Send him to heighten the morale of the troops, levy size plus 10%. But, more importantly, I noticed something there. And a guy known Igros became an incompetent commander, which gave him +2 martial. Which means that we are now at 10 martial, which means that we can start doing dragon conquests again, and we are definitely going to do that. How is my fleet levy? 1700 boats, Jesus Christ. Okay, that should be enough, I think. Mur. Free city of Mur. We're coming for you. I'm coming for you next. Declare war. Dragon conquest of Mur. Let's go. Everybody join me. I think a lot of them are at war, but we should be fine anyway. Lord Paramount of the Reach is joining me. Urathon, good. The Trident is joining me. They should. We gave them all that stuff. They're all loyalists. No, they are the only 2, it seems. Yeah, the rest I think is too busy fighting civil wars once more. But that's fine. We don't need that many troops, I don't think. Your Grace, we have received word from Bravos. Sea Lord Raffo has led them to join the coalition in the defense of Mur. Okay. Niel as well. Norvost, Cohor, Lorette, ouch. Lys. Oh dear. We're at war with all of Essos. Damn. I mean, it's not a terrible idea, but wow. Jesus Christ. I may have underestimated this war a little bit. We do have a dragon though. So I'm still mildly positive. We should probably stick around in King's Landing though. Wait for some of their armies to come here, and so that we can crush them before they succeed in taking King's Landing. We will of course lead personally. We will have our sister wife on the right flank, like Aegon used to do. We could take another sister wife, I guess. Or our sisters are all married, probably, right? Oh no, Gale is unmarried. Yeah, we're a lunatic, right? Let's do it. It will be fun. Take us Amorous, take us polygamous spouse. We don't care about the High Septon anyway. Do it. In Valyria, the Dragon Lords and Sorcerer Princes took more than one wife when it pleased them. As descendants of these Dragon Lords and of pure High Valyrian blood, I have taken my sister Gale Blackfyre as an extra wife, although the Faith of the Seven does not permit polygamy and considers it a sin. Or whatever, as is Blackfyre tradition. Yep. Everybody hates me now, or is it just the High Septon? Foreigner. I think the Lords don't seem to care, really. Oh, polygamous marriage, but that's only for a few months that they care. That's fine by me, that's worth it, man. We married our other sister. It's too bad that she's probably not a good enough marshal for me to appoint her as commander. We can try, though. We can do the whole Aegon thing. We think we're Aegon himself. Let's see. No, she's not in there. We can have Daemon, Lord of Messy's Hook, but he's a terrible commander, so let's not do that. Yep, let's go. Come on, my wife. We will defeat the evil Bravosi and the evil Muranese. There we go, 6,000 troops dead. There's probably a bigger army coming, though. Let's chase them down here. We'll deploy our dragons if needs be. Castle's impregnable. We are safest here. Harvard is doing a fine job. Let's head back to Dragonstone. Wow, this is a lot of invasions, though. I think we are still fine without dragons. Oh, my wife is maimed. The sister wife, Maelys Blackfyre, has returned from the Battle of Dragonstone alive, but has suffered a very gruesome and horrific injury. At least she's alive. She's maimed and has cancer. She's not going to live very long. We have tidings from Dragonstone, where Doron and Kadaros met his enemy in a duel. They fought each other fiercely. Somebody was murdered. And my wife already died of cancer. Let's give her a little funeral, right? Only the court of Dragonstone, that's fine. We're already married. Is she still here somewhere? Concubine, so she's my concubine. I just want to make her... just want to marry her. Can we do that? We can't. Set concubine aside. Maybe if we set her aside first. We can then arrange marriage between you and me. Let's see. Why can we not do that? Maybe it needs to... because I'm widowed? I'm widowed. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Maybe because we are literally holding the funeral right now. Guests will arrive soon. Best get on with it. Drown yourself in wine, women, and song. Oh, I love my wife. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm a lover. This is nonsense. I will move something. I move on with life. 90% chance of the trade of losing the trade widowed, and I can become cynical, proud celibate. That's fine. Proud trade. That fits me perfectly. I'm depressed. Oh, that sucks though. That really sucks. I'm a lunatic, depressed man. Alright, let him rot. Jesus, man. Leave me alone. I want to attack you. I want to attack your cities. Guards, arrest him. He accuses my coach. I don't care. I really don't care. Arrest him. Whatever. Funeral, whatever. Fine. Leave me alone. I'm fighting a war. Fine. Oubliette. Whatever. I really want to burn you guys. Maybe we should deploy the dragon. Need a new Master of Laws. We can deploy our mother again. That's fine. Need to get married again. Oh, we're no longer widowed. I guess maybe now we can marry our sister wife. Yep, we can. We can even marry our mom. Should we do that? Let's marry our sister first. We could marry our mom as well, I guess. That would be ridiculous, but we could do it. Kevin of the Westerlands. Ah, no, let's keep it with our other sister for now. Mom is just weird. Sister is fine. Need a new designated regent. As usual, CK2 is throwing way too many pop-ups in my face. Rupert handy, that's fine, whatever. Deploy dragon in battle. Maelys Blackfyre, my kinsman needs a guardian, whatever, I don't care. You're Olador's skid, I really don't care what becomes of you. Although you are quick, I guess. Somebody is captured. Really don't care. Just leave me alone, guys. Oh, my enemy Niasano 9 Eyes has been slain. Alright, is somebody already besieging Murdo? Ah yeah, it looks like it. Not a big army, but an army. Maybe we should join them there. But I really want to defeat these armies first. So Humphrey of Silent Watcher is complaining about his dark side in dungeon. Oh, this is Tristan the Defender's old house, right? Can't believe it's only a grandson of him, of Tristan. Tristan feels so long ago. He died in 82, 92. It is long ago. It's nearly a century ago that he died. I guess Godwy just got a child at a very late age. He died in 83, 33 at age 42. This man was born... Yeah, so he got a child at age 30 something and this guy's 55, so I guess it makes sense. Are you imprisoned by me? What were you doing? You were fighting for the Narvosi? You prick. He was in a monastic order. Let him rot. What a bastard. I think it's time to deploy our dragon though. He wants to buy this guy for 75 gold. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you. Let's deploy the dragon. I think it's time. Deploy dragon in battle. Dracarys. Some guy died. Another guy died. Another guy died. 2 people died. 4,000 losses again. You guys should die, man. Stop it with these armies. I wanna invade your land. We're just going from island to island to island. Yeah, you're gonna join me now, eh? We destroyed already all the troops of the enemy. This is just a slaughter. What are you even doing? This is like D-Day. Back here. Oh, there's even more armies. Yeah, you can have some money. Here you go. The High Septon has declared an anathema upon your acquaintance, Lady Paramount Eliana Muscoot, for supposed sins, excommunicating her from the faith. This High Septon, man, he's on a power trip. He's excommunicating left and right. Can we lift that? Can we lift that excommunication? No. This guy, man, we should do something about him. Can we improve or decrease faith authority? Get it down to minimum? Can you then I guess he cannot excommunicate anybody anymore, right? Or can he? I guess he can still excommunicate even at minimum faith authority, but we can try anyway. We really need to do something about that guy. We need to get him back into the kingdom. Battle of Driftmark, whatever. Slaughter these guys, man. This is just a massacre, man. I might just count up all the troops troop deaths when we're done with this war, because I think it's like tens of thousands. Okay, Archon of Tyros is joining. Thank you, welcome. We will get in the boats and get down to Myr, because it seems finally we've managed to get rid of most of the troops that were besieging Dragonstone. We killed 100,000 Essos men, but we did it. Deploy the dragon in the siege? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, right? Why have this dragon if we're not gonna use it? Dracarys. Let's hope he's not wounded. No, not wounded still. Very good. That was a lot. That helped a lot, it seems. And my Septon wants something. Screw him. Let's storm the place. I guess we can storm the place. I was not expecting that. Have our family put in house arrest. Yes. 100%. Okay, nice. King Aerys' conquest of Myr, despite the involvement of most of the Essos continent, we managed to capture Myr nonetheless. Thank you very much. Can we revoke your title immediately? I guess not. We have to keep you in the as a merchant republic, I suppose. We'll order Lord Bernard to stand down. Yeah, let's do it. No, he doesn't want to. Stop fighting each other, man. We need to conquer Essos. Alright, let's head back to the throne. And I think it's probably time to leave it there. Anything else we can do? Is everybody back together? The north is at war, I suppose. Some kind of peasant revolt. They can handle that themselves. We can create some high lordships, but here we go. We have secured the stepstones for our great realm. So next up, probably Lys, then Pentos, Bravos, and then probably we will end on Valentis. But the dragon conquests of Essos have begun. Let's see how long Aerys the Root, Aerys the Lunatic stays in the saddle. And let's see if we ever see our father, Jaehaerys, again. Because, you know, who knows what might happen to you when you are beyond the wall. Yes, thank you guys for watching. Another 2 or 3 episodes to go, probably. Don't know when the next episode will be up. Probably Saturday, maybe Sunday. Because I have some family matters in the meantime to go to. So thank you guys for watching. And King Aerys the Root says goodbye. Thank you for all your good suggestions. It really, it really helps helps in my immersion as well. When you guys come up with these great suggestions and you guys come up with these great epithets for all these rulers, it's really lovely to see. So thank you guys very much for that. Remember to press the subscribe button if you haven't already. Remember to press the bell icon if you haven't already, because I do know that quite a few of you are not subscribed yet. So do consider that. You've made it into episode 23 of this playthrough, so you might as well, right? Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.